Is this heaven?
No, it's a podcast. Welcome to the Field of Geeks podcast.
Hello and welcome to episode 127 of the Field of Geeks podcast. I'm Josh.
I'm Mitch.
And I'm Joey.
So this is 127. Last week I jumped the gun and said, the recording said 127.
Oh.
So I was too lazy to fix that, so I just fixed it in the show notes.
Oh, okay.
So,
It would have been funny if you cut it out and had some background noise in your voice.
This is 126.
I'm sorry, this is 126. I love you. Yeah. So anyway, this is actually 127. So
Ooh, we made it.
we made it. Yes, we did. We sure did. So apologies to that. If it bummed you out, I don't know. Got you excited.
There's just one
Made you
guy.
think
There's just one guy ugh.
He's listening in the car. Son of a bitch!
Bob,
He goes
if
and
you're
crashes.
listening, thank you. Thank you for everything. It's been great. Apparently, Avengers Endgame, some of it's leaked out. I don't know if you guys heard about that.
Yes.
Yes. Anyone tempted to see?
I saw one I've seen no video from it. I've seen one screenshot someone took,
I think I did.
and it's Hulk, but this is gonna be a spoiler alert, but it's really stupid. So if you care, don't listen. But they got Hulk in a sweater and glasses or something. From what I can tell, he's wearing clothes and he's got glasses on.
So we do get
Professor
Hulk.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, maybe not the movie to introduce that, huh? Also, someone pointed out, and I picked it up too. I don't like how they made the Hulk look like Mark Ruffalo in the past few movies.
Oh, they're actually getting closer.
Yeah, just make him look like the Hulk, just a big green monster. I don't need him to look like the actor who is playing him. I can separate the differences, but that was just weird for me. Also, the CGI for him has been really crappy the past since Avengers.
You think Infinity War was crappy too? From what we saw, it was dark.
It's gotten a bit better, but also we saw him for maybe 2 minutes.
True. Ragnarok pushed it because he's in a lot of scenes.
But no, the CGI for Infinity War for the most part was very hit or miss, because you had Thanos. Looks great. He looks like a real, a real alien, but a real, you believe that. I didn't see that and be like, oh, that's just Josh Brolin phoning it in. That's how I felt for James Spader when he was Ultron.
Oh, you did?
I was just like, he just seems like he's just in the room, but he doesn't give a shit.
He's like, I'm James Spader. I mean, I'm Ultron.
But that's how James Spader acts, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did enjoy his voice, though.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I didn't feel his presence in Ultron. I was just like, all right, he's just a guy playing a dude, whatever. But with Thanos, I could feel, I could see him. I could see Josh Brolin actually becoming,
Right.
Yeah.
in that role.
Right.
So he looked great. But then you cut to stuff I think it was anytime they wanted to mesh a real person with the CGI. So if Iron Man took off his mask, or Mark Ruffalo's in the Hulkbuster suit with the mask, with the helmet down.
Yeah. Yep.
Looks really bad.
Yeah, I agree
really
with you
bad.
there. I agree with you.
It's I don't even know what to compare it to, but it's so poor.
Wolverine's claws and origins.
I don't think so.
When he
not
first,
that bad.
come on, when he first opens them up, and they're
No, I'm
three
agreeing with
times
you.
the
That's
size of his
terrible, but
body.
I don't think the dodginess was that bad, because that was wow, that bathroom scene. He's
yeah, that was horrible.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I don't
still have
like.
soft
That's why I
spot
don't
for
like the
that
Nano,
movie.
because it's it definitely pushes them to get his head right. And the first two Iron Man, I couldn't honestly tell really what scenes were fake and were actual real.
No, yeah, I just watched the first Iron Man last night. I'm like, why couldn't they do this?
I think
for every other movie.
If you look at the behind the scenes of the first Iron Man, Jon Favreau was very passionate about keeping it realistic, and he wanted
That was
to eliminate
another
as much
thing I
CG
thought
as
of.
possible.
I was like, man, you just got to give him all the Iron Man shit, because he cares about this stuff.
Yeah.
Who directed the third one?
It was
Same guy who did.
Did you do Predator?
yes. What's his name? I'm drawing a blank. I hate that.
Anyways,
Black. Something black.
Ian Black.
No.
Michael Ian Black, the comedian.
Yes.
Correcto.
Okay, anyways.
Yeah.
Like,
I get you. Yeah,
it
the
looks.
quality,
It's so crazy how 10 years later it looks crappier.
It's because Iron Man.
And I'm not dumping on Marvel.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it was my same thought process with Captain Marvel.
Shane Black.
Shane Black. There you go.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You are an A student. It's okay for you to get, a B or C every now and then, but you're not trying here. We know that you can try harder. You're not. That's the thing. So when I see stuff like that, like Robert Downey Jr.'s neck clipping through the Iron Man suit, I'm like, are you kidding me? This multi-million-dollar movie that's gonna make $1 billion. I'm sure. Infinity War made $1 billion, right?
Oh yeah, it might even made 2. Close. To
Oh,
2.
good for them. Oh, clap. Anyways,
I'm just saying.
no.
I didn't.
But like when I see stuff like that, I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Come on.
It's the littlest thing. Well, you know what the problem
And
is? They removed the neck.
Yeah.
So that makes it super hard.
And it didn't. Okay. And like people say, like CGI, like bad CGI shouldn't like really take you out of a movie. There are some instances where I'm just like, oof.
I just don't like the nano. I'm like, it's kind of cool towards like that last sequence.
Yeah.
But I think they're going back to the more armored Iron Man.
Yeah,
looks
they
like,
really
anyway.
should.
Because I'm really digging the new suit they have in the movie.
The Mach
and
84.
Whatever, yeah. That's we're
Because
past 84 by now.
apparently
I don't know.
people are saying like that's they compared it to the original Iron Man comic look, and they said it's like the most accurate to
So
that.
hopefully they got rid of that nano crap.
Yeah, that just felt like more of a.
It's like the GPS from the 90s. You know when GPS came out? And
Yeah.
we're like, we got to put that in a movie. GPS. Nanos. We got to put nanos. Black Panther just did it.
Yeah.
Iron Man's got to do it now.
My only thing is like I really do love the concept of is it Ultimate Iron Man or Superior Iron Man?
Where he's like in his
It's in his
body.
skin,
Yep.
and I'm like, okay,
But that's what they're trying to get the feel of, but I don't think they could ever, like...
They did encapsulate that for me, and like,
Yeah.
because it was just part of the.
They could go for it, but
It was just part of the
gonna be,
attachment arc reactor. That's what it was. Just that's what the suit came from.
What is that? Is that really in him, or
Yeah.
is it just on?
No,
like,
it's not because he got it taken out.
Oh, that's right.
Right, because they had that surgery.
Right.
And Iron Man 3 kind of got close to Ultimate Iron Man when he injected himself with the magnets or whatever. So
Sure.
But yeah, it's like, yeah.
Magnets.
Someday we'll get that movie where they really go for it.
No,
But
absolutely.
these are kind of playing it safe.
Not with Robert
and-
Downey Jr. though. He's about to die in Endgame.
Magnets,
and Iron
though.
Man.
How do they work?
Huh?
How do they work?
All right, ICP.
But yeah, at first he said like the whole thing leaked, and now it's saying like just 5 minutes.
Well,
Now it's just all over the place.
What I keep hearing is that it's like 5 minutes from each pivotal act.
Yeah.
So like really important moments from each, like
Right.
probably.
But I don't think people are going to be, and I'm normally the first guy to like go and try to find it. This is one movie I want to go in like completely.
Yeah.
Well, there are people that are out there trying to look for it. Though.
I know. Oh, I know.
And I wasn't.
that's
and I
that's
was scrolling
fine.
through YouTube of all places, and all of a sudden there's
Oh, it's going to be taken off YouTube so quick. Twitter's probably the place to go if you're looking
Well,
for it.
Reddit's
Reddit,
free.
maybe.
Somebody
Like,
will
we're so
sub-chan it.
close. If we were like months away, but we're
Even
not.
no,
We're
that's
a
so
week
stupid.
away.
And like this is Marvel and Disney's fault 100%.
Yeah.
Like I
The
can't
leak?
find it. What?
The leak? or-
Absolutely.
Like
they held a
intentional?
screening for this movie,
Oh,
and they didn't
okay.
give your phones to us, you idiots. You make them give up their phones if they want to come in.
Mm-hmm.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
How did you not think that someone, unless this is a PR stunt?
I had heard it wasn't from the screening itself. It was from an inside coworker of the movie.
Okay, that's even worse.
Yeah.
I got fired.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, yeah, they held screening for whoever, people with like money or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, you think they're not gonna leak this? They are. You're stupid for this. And then, I feel bad for the directors a little bit because they sent out that like, please don't spoil Endgame. But I'm like,
They did that for Infinity War, and I'm trying
Right.
to remember back. Did some leak happen with Infinity War too?
Not
I don't
that
think so.
remember.
But I think
The
it was
letter's
just like,
very similar. To
Yeah.
I think it was
before.
just like people got to see the movie earlier than.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, it's just like that. I can't find anybody else to blame other than Disney. Well, and of course the people who leaked the stuff, but I don't know who that is. But it's like if you're holding a screening for your most like important movie in the past like 5 years,
Yeah.
you need to like lock that shit down. Give your phones to us, or do what they do at those stand-up shows. The magnet pouches that they put phones in now. Have you guys heard of that?
No, I haven't.
They like it's these little like green pouches that you put your phone in, and then you can take it with you, but at the door they lock it magnetically.
Nice.
Because like people, you know, I think it was Chris D'Elia who was like really tired of people recording at his shows, and it's like, well, how else are we gonna have them stop? They're gonna give up their phones? Hell no. But if we put them in a bag, sure, and they can hold on to them. Yeah, great. And if they have to take a call, boop, go to the back. Hey, I need to take a call. Can you unlock this and go at your business? Whatever.
Or have a device like, okay, if you don't give up your phones right now,
We will
this
shoot
device
you.
will destroy your phone.
It's a gun.
It will like magnetize
Well-
whatever. Well, I'm saying Disney has money.
Yeah.
They could come up with technology.
Oh, they've
like
got
zip
Walt Disney in the cryo. They can come up with technology.
Well, okay, so movie theaters have
He's
been
in a Krang suit.
putting signal blockers in their theaters for a long time. So, I mean, while a signal blocker works just for that period of time and you can still record, I mean, it doesn't fix
yeah, but
the
that's
issue.
typical movie theaters. We're talking about Disney
Yeah.
movie theaters.
Disney should have done a little bit better screening. I mean, obviously you can't. You could pat them down, but somebody's always going to hide it in their butt
Anytime
cheek.
someone brings their phone out,
Yeah.
then you just get that little laser pointer out there, and they look up, and then you guys got a guy like,
Yeah.
I just destroyed your phone.
Using a scope.
yeah.
Pew pew.
There you go. Bring balconies back and just put snipers in them.
So that's
without guns.
Anyways, that's my 2 cents on the week.
you don't want to
Isn't
get
that the
bad.
point of a sniper anyway? To hold
No,
it?
no, no. I mean, like laser the phone, and you'll screw up the lens, right? So it's like, all right. Dude,
Oh, to screw up the picture.
Sure,
That's
yeah.
that's recording. Yeah, that makes
don't
sense.
kill him because that's just gonna ruin it for everybody
Well,
else.
maybe
Well, yeah, but what if you sit next to the guy and you get blood? You can still gonna watch the film.
if you make them sign an NDA and they don't want to read it, but it says, hey, if you start recording, we can kill you.
What if the sniper's a noob and accidentally
have we
misses and
become?
hits the unintended target?
He's like, is this thing loaded? Oops. It was loaded.
Damn it! That's the second one this
He
week.
dies.
Oh gosh.
Anyways, yeah, that's my 2 cents on the leak.
Yeah. Well, are
It's
you
stupid.
guys have your tickets?
Yeah, that's my other thing. You don't need to spend. Somebody sent a video of someone at like like four-way traffic or four-way intersection on like some busy LA street. There are 7 Avengers billboards within that same vicinity.
Wow.
You don't need to spend your money on the billboards or the trailers or the marketing. We're there. We spent the money. You've got our money. Why are you wasting money on this marketing that I personally don't care about? Because it's like the more posters I see, the more I'm just like, you're ruining it.
They're building up the hype factor. That's what it is.
But the hype factor has been built up for a year now.
Right.
They built it up. Their best marketing strategy was Avengers Infinity War. The movie.
true.
The actual movie built up the hype for this movie.
Yeah.
They did the job. They did the damn thing. And now they're just like, they're adding like, pieces of the conversation. It's like, we got your point. We're going to be there. Bells on. We're there. Opening night. 3-hour movie. Yeah, we're going to sit through it. That's another thing. People were making a big deal about, make sure you go to the bathroom before the movie. Don't drink too much. Have you never been to a 3-hour movie? They
I
exist before Marvel.
Yeah.
Like Marvel didn't make the first 3-hour movie.
Titanic was 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2 parts. It was two VHS tapes.
They had an intermission so you could go to the pisser.
I don't remember intermission. when
Yeah.
I went. Really? Maybe I went to a cheaper theater.
I mean, Hateful
you can
Eight.
sit through it.
Hateful Eight didn't have an intermission.
sat through that.
It only had an intermission for the the
Right.
70 special 70
Which
millimeter
is jarring
showings.
when Tarantino comes on and recaps things. They're like, why? We're still here. Like,
I like that because that was his little cameo. Like
Yeah.
other than that, he wasn't really in the movie
An intermission, he comes back. You like the movie? Shut up. I know the movie's good, okay?
because it's so much fun, Jan. That's still my favorite all-time video of
I make
any
good
director.
movies.
Any director. He's telling this woman to shut her damn face because she's so pissed about Kill Bill
Yeah,
being
I
violent.
watched that clip
Why is it
with
so
you,
violent? Because it's so much fun, Jan. I love that. I love that video. It is. Play that at my funeral.
Gosh.
Anyways,
Something to look. Well, not to look.
Well,
Mitch is like, good call.
Mitch is in the balcony. Don't do
He's
it.
like, I've been waiting.
This
to get you.
episode will be called "The Death in the Family."
Call 1-800-555-2323 if you want Joey to die.
My phone's ringing. What? Yes. Oh, well, yeah. Well, next week
Yeah.
be seeing it.
Less than a week away.
I've seen it in IMAX 3D. I've
Are
never
ya?
seen it. In IMAX
Yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it in
before.
IMAX next Sunday. So a week from I thought it was Sunday right now. Oof. Week from tomorrow.
gotta go.
Seeing it regular IMAX. Just
I'm gonna-
IMAX 3D doesn't shit for me. I hate 3D.
I've never seen anything in IMAX.
Who
3D,
cares?
so-
My problem with 3D is that I feel like
It wasn't intentional though.
Also,
That's
you have
all-
glasses. Doesn't that like make it worse?
You just put it
okay.
over.
Well, the problem is that if you have special tinting or whatever, like I bought that. If you go to a 3D movie, do not buy that tint or that stuff that goes over that's supposed to reduce glare at night, because when you have the glasses on, they become like basically sunglasses and nothing pops out. You can't see anything, and I did that, and it ruined a couple movies for
What if
me.
you reversed it? Put them on first and then your glasses.
Still,
Really?
What if you put neither on?
well then.
Just blur.
Then you'd be seeing a blurry dot on the screen, which
You'd
is
be
what I
seeing
ended
them
up
That's
Right.
pretty
trying to
much
do.
how 3D works for me, anyways.
You'll be pacing.
It does
from left to
nothing
right
for
to
me.
Look at the screen.
I hate 3D. Anyways,
3D
Yeah,
is-
and that's all that was available for the time. So
No,
that's why
absolutely.
we did it.
Was this
Yeah.
movie made for 3D or was it?
IMAX? It was shot.
I
in
was made
IMAX,
for IMAX,
but
but
I don't know
maybe
about
not 3D.
Okay, good.
Most 3D films aren't really 3D. That's
Yeah,
what
because you
sucks
go to
about them.
movies that like are intentionally 3D,
Yeah.
and then you go to one that isn't.
It's a post job.
It's
They're
kind of
just
like
let's get more money.
Yeah,
Let's go see Green Act or Green Book in 3D. Why?
The car, man. The car.
Oh, the Car Man. Let's go see the Car Man in 3D.
That's why I got fired from marketing. What's
Game
Car
of,
Man?
Game of
Oh,
Thrones
crap.
is so much more real in 3D.
Ooh, okay, that might be my one thing to see.
The dragons, right?
That might be
Dragons.
the one cool thing to see in 3D. But anyways, like 3D is such like a stupid concept.
Like boobs in 3D. That'd be pretty cool.
You can edit that out. Anyways, like 3D TVs. You guys remember those?
Yeah,
Nobody does.
I do. I do
Such-
because they
they're
were
such-
like
they're ancient relics that are 5 years old.
they were like $4,000 or $5,000 just for a 40-inch TV.
Yeah.
and everybody that was like rich went out and bought one.
I remember. I remember.
Oh my god! Look at my 3D TV.
I remember The Watch, that Alien movie with Ben Stiller. Fantastic movie. But there's a plot point where Vince Vaughn is inside the like knockoff Walmart or Sam's Club
Yeah.
or whatever. Or I would never. I don't know why. I just what's it called? Not Sam's Club, but
Oh, Costco?
yeah. I would never besmirch Costco like that by calling it Walmart. Anyways.
There's some love.
Anyways, but there's a plot point where he's like saying at the 3D, he's like, "This is amazing! I got a 3D TV. I'm gonna get this." And it's like, you're really trying to sell the 3D TV thing, huh? I hated that concept. I was like, this is gonna go nowhere in 2 years.
Well, the thing that sucks is like, hey guys, come on over. I only got 3 glasses.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I watched
One of them's
it.
for me.
I watched
it's
it,
broken.
and then you'd always go over, and the guy would come like, "Hey, what's going on, buddy? Looking at this TV?" And I was like,
He didn't even work there.
No, I was over at Travis Audio Video, and this guy came over.
Travis came over.
I don't know. You know those guys? They're kind of like used car salesmen.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? And they give you the finger guns.
How are you?
They rub your hand a little bit. So what can I
He's just
do?
rubbing your bald head. Hey, how's it going?
What can I do to get you into this TV?
What? Is this the Twilight Zone?
So anyway, I looked at it, and he's like, and they always say that.
Oh, Jesus.
They're gonna have more channels out soon.
Did you know this 3D TV's in 3 dimensions?
Because at that point it was just brand new, and he was like,
Right.
"They're gonna have more channels out."
CBS Evening News coming at you.
It's like that. Have you ever seen the SNL skit where they do the car salesman, but it's in like the 20s or whatever?
Oh yeah.
We got everything. Model Ts. So come on down. He's like, it's got all the interiors. Seats. So come on down. We're gonna have a
Get any color you want. Black.
So come on in. We're having a big sale. It's like you're selling like a box that you're planning. You're like, oh yeah, we're gonna fill stuff. We're gonna fill that with stuff later, but you can buy the box now for $4,000. Why?
The only thing that ever took off was flat screen TVs and 1080p, and 4K is still struggling, but every TV has 4K in it now.
Yeah.
And PlayStation 5 is supposed to come out in 8K resolution.
Hell yeah.
If you don't have a TV that produces it, why make it? I mean, regular broadcasting channels broadcast in 1080i.
Well, it's not like it'll only be 8K. It'll like you'll have the option.
Right, but I mean, it's not.
If you want to do 240, you can. 240p.
You know,
this is pixels. I can't see anything.
I don't want to go over to Billy's house. All he broadcasts in is 4K. God damn.
All he cares about is his precious Satan.
Yeah.
Too afraid. They look like they're right there on the screen. Ugh.
Well, not everybody's as poor as Billy is, so you can play on our 8K TV if you want.
This is bull. Oh, God.
Sorry to any Billys out there that are poor.
Sorry to Josh's friend Billy.
No, God, no.
He's not poor.
I just said his name was Billy. I didn't say he was poor. You said he was poor.
He's more wealthy than I am, probably.
So anyway, there was that. So I just, your take on 3D TVs is about accurate as it gets. I mean, it was a flash in the pan. And
they really tried to like bring it home with like the commercials would show people watching Avatar on it. I'm like, you're gonna pick the biggest 3D movie out of the past like 20 years to like just really sell your stuff. It's like, okay, but that's the only thing you can watch on that TV that's gonna be worth it.
I mean, they still Avatar again.
Like when you get Blu-ray movies, they still come with 3D capabilities.
Oh, that's my Twilight Zone. I have to watch Avatar 1,000 times on a 3D TV over and over. No,
I don't know if we
breaks.
can get you back. Like you'll be out there in your world.
No, absolutely. Jordan Peele, please narrate it.
With TV salesman going,
That guy just like.
I'm like, I know.
Seminar.
Avatar 2's coming out.
Oh, but then I become the TV salesman.
Yes.
That's the twist.
Yeah.
That's the end of the Twilight Zone.
You're like, does this have this? Like, okay.
And then we peel it back to like a Clockwork Orange type moment, where your eyelids are like open, where somebody dropping water drops in your eyes.
And I'm Terrence Malick.
Takes you in the back room. Isn't that
This
nice?
is the worst episode. This is the worst episode of Twilight Zone I've ever seen. People are watching at home like, what is going on?
Well, today we're going to be covering Child's Play trailer, Halo, Swamp Thing, The Mandalorian, a Hellboy review, and we got Bruce Campbell, some comments about reshoots.
Mm-hmm. Bruce!
Yeah, and some Gotham
Campbell.
news, correct? Just like to remind everyone, Field of Geeks can be found on all social media and most streaming platforms.
We're putting out more episodes soon.
Yes, we are.
If you go to this
We're on
platform.
3D TV. Here's the thing. We're not, though.
We will find more platforms to broadcast from.
He's probably still trying to sell us out of a back
That
of
is
truck.
a threat.
Like Threat Level Midnight?
What?
Michael Scarn?
I know what you're talking about. That was just like pulling random words out of nowhere.
All right, let's get into
I've got
it.
ADD. Let's see.
So, we all know Child's Play is being rebooted from the 88 film.
Is that how he sounds? I've never seen the movie.
He wears overalls.
I mean, I've seen Chucky.
It's my
Like,
buddy
I know what he looks
basically
like.
stepped up on steroids and pissed off at the world. Now you have the whole
Oh wait,
shebang.
what's he called?
Child's Play.
No, what's it? Is he called Chucky though? Like, is he called a Chucky
The
doll?
toy is a Chucky doll, yeah.
I thought it was Buddy. I don't know how they got Chucky. Oh, you know how they got Chucky? Because I think it's the dude who possessed the doll.
Oh, is
I think
Chucky?
his name's Charles. Or
Oh,
something
okay.
Like that.
Oh,
Because it's a buddy.
do
doll.
they show that in like the original movie? Like,
Yeah.
like
This one is not supernatural. This one's more grounded in technology. That's why Chucky can control things.
so is he like a hacker?
Yeah, it's a disgruntled employee who puts them together in a factory, and he corrupts this one doll to do his bidding. I don't know.
Huh.
Neat. So like Ultron.
That's a good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So
I think it's
probably
clever.
won't suck.
I think
it might
it's
actually suck.
I
Might
think
not
it's
be a good
risky
movie.
though. Like honestly, like watching the trailer, like this is pretty cool. But if I'm a huge Child's Play fan, it's like maybe we could have just done a whole new character at this point. Something
Yeah.
closer
Yeah, like
to,
the son or whatever. Didn't he have a child?
Yeah, but I'm saying like in general, like don't even make it Chucky. Like just I know they're trying to play on the Child's Play brand, but it's like maybe you could make another doll.
Yeah, like
So you think we'll see a live action Mark Hamill then?
No, because unless he's the disgruntled.
He's got to be the
factory
hacker
worker.
because he's the voice.
That's true.
I mean, I figured he'd
I don't know. Maybe.
But so in the original they show like
Yes.
was he a serial killer?
Yes, I think so. It begins in like a toy store, and the guy's being chased by a cop, and he ends up getting shot. So he's like a demonic dude. So he grabs one of the dolls that falls off the shelf, and he possesses it, and he dies.
Yikes, that's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
You know, if
It's a
this
good
movie
opening.
doesn't have Rainbow Bright or the Light Bright stuff, with those little pegs that you guys stick in a board,
Oh, in the Toy Story you're talking about?
and this doll doesn't stick them in a body and say,
Well,
"You're the light of my life," I'm not going to go see this movie.
one dude's wrapped in
That's some bad news for you.
Christmas lights, and then a snowblower gets turned on and then
Ooh.
gets yanked into it. Yeah, Buddy can control everything. Chucky, whatever. He can control an Uber or
He can control it.
electronic car. So
Oh, it's like
there's
Watch Dogs.
Yes.
There's a scene where he's like on the street and this lady's car gets hacked and she starts getting hit by everything and
Yikes.
yeah. So
I just hope it has the good humor that Chucky had. Some of the humor throwbacks. Because remember Bride of Chucky?
No, I've seen like clips from these movies, but I've not seen like one of these movies like in full.
Oh God, the Bride of Chucky,
one's
when
the
she
best
goes,
one.
"Are you wearing protection?" And he goes, "Baby, I'm made of rubber."
in 3D.
In 3D.
Brad
know.
of Chucky's going to be on this TV soon.
So
Really
yeah,
adds some depth.
I think it looks intriguing, but I think his face still needs to be worked on a little bit more.
Yeah.
I get it. It's probably it's coming out June 21st. So.
No, so we got some time.
What do you mean? Like he needs more scars or something?
No, it just like the movement in the face looks too fake to me. Like it looks like a cartoon kind of the way it's, So I think they're going to tweak that a little bit more. But I dig how the eyes changed to like,
Yeah.
He's kind of like a Terminator. And the Mark Hamill voice it's pretty good. I think it's
That might be the kicker. Like that
It doesn't sound like Joker or anything.
It sounds like they try to it sounds like they tried really hard to get Mark Hamill for that because like that's a weird project for him to
Well,
take
that's
on
something
right
you
now.
do in post too.
He doesn't even have
with
to
the
do that.
voices.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he'll even be in like himself. Maybe I don't know.
Well, I mean, you could do that whole scene in like a day because like maybe he's like a hacker who I don't know
yeah. I mean that's what it,
dies or something.
that's what the description is, like disgruntled. It's always a disgruntled employee or something.
That's
in
cool.
a factory.
That's interesting. That's like a modernizing way that's not really annoying to me.
Yeah, I mean, to me though, it's like, why don't you just make a whole new character? But I'll go with it. It's fine. I'm just saying, if you're a diehard Chucky fan, it's kind of like, why are you rebooting something I love? Like,
Do you think Aubrey Plaza's gonna die? Did the mom die in the original?
I don't remember. This is she's kind of this is a more serious role.
It's weird to see her play.
She's been in like serious stuff or like
right, but like
even creepy stuff.
well-known stuff. I'm saying like this is gonna be a bigger film versus the other ones. The other ones were probably more indie. This is like a big budget, so it's seeing her in a whole new light, and she's playing a mom and everything. And looks like there's like a lot of Stranger Things elements.
Ooh.
He's got Andy's got a team at the end. They all have like hockey pads on and stuff. They're gonna go after.
They're gonna kill all those kids.
Well, it's from the producers of It, so I don't know.
Yeah, they didn't have
Maybe.
a problem with it.
No.
With it.
Well, the original, yeah, it was basically the mom and Andy. They were, at risk by Chucky, and then of course whoever came into the apartment, like a babysitter. I remember that's one scene. She gets thrown out the window, and
The babysitter
yeah,
from Chucky.
Child's Play, the first one. Yep. So this one,
out the window.
the whole town seems to be under a threat of Chucky. Like,
Ooh,
so this
cool.
expanded it. So
You know what?
he can control everything.
You
Fine,
know-
airplane
Wait,
comes down.
when did Child's Play come out? Like 80s?
88.
Yeah.
1988.
So you're telling me that Toy Story copied the basic premise of Child's Play, had toys come to life for a kid named Andy.
What?
I'm not seeing Toy Story 4 anymore. They lied.
Well,
they're
it
not
gives
possessed,
credence
are
to the
they?
whole song, "You've Got a Friend in Me."
Who are they?
Are they? I don't know. We don't know how they come to life.
What do you?
Because Sid can see them.
Yeah.
Maybe Sid did like a he's like a male dude. Maybe he did like a weird like demonic thing to try and make his toys come to life, and it got transferred over. I bet there's a fan theory out there.
Better
about
watch.
Oh, there's
Bob
gotta be.
Iger's
Yeah.
on
because
my
his
ceiling in a
his toys
second.
are alive, but they don't like show them until the end or whatever. That because Sid like gets to see them and he gets that like traumatic experience.
Woo!
Maybe he tried it and like they didn't come to life, but he's like, it didn't work. Then it worked on both houses.
Whoa.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
That's dark.
That's
man.
so cool. Okay, anyways.
Oh boy.
They need to
Toy
make
Story-
a scary movie about a mailman.
Probably already have.
Like day in, day out. Like the first scene.
Oh, you've never seen Deliveries in Rear?
That sounds like a personal video.
No, you make the film from a dog's perspective.
Yeah.
It's like,
And you call it A Dog's Purpose. And you almost drown a dog or something. Whatever they did on that movie set.
Oh, jeez.
oh god,
They like threw him in like a raging pool or whatever to make it look like a.
it's a children's film.
And the dog was like freaking out. I'm like, is it acting or is it just dogging?
That's not cool.
People were like, "Oh, it's a safe environment." I'm like, I watched the video, and I'm
Dogs don't often fake act.
right.
You know, I've never seen a dog like.
It was very unsettled that I was just
now
like,
act scared.
I was like, something's wrong here.
Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead with the.
So yeah, it'll be out June 21st.
Cool.
You guys think you'll
Weird.
see it?
Yeah, that'll be a rent.
Yeah, that'll be like a Redbox thing for me, I think, unless I can get like a free ticket or something. But
Unless critics start saying like, "This is incredible."
It's as big as Endgame.
even then, I'd be like, nah, okay.
It's as big as Endgame. It makes $3 billion. At the box
I don't know why. I don't know what's up with like movies coming out at like especially scary movies like at not in October or like around Halloween.
Yeah,
Probably because if they finish it, it sits on a shelf, and it's like, well, what are we gonna do? I know.
I guess
from their perspective, like we gotta make money.
But
on
it's
this
like
thing.
I think last year Overlord came out, and it's like a week after Halloween. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Can it wait? That was a perfect Halloween movie.
Those cases, yeah, totally. Yeah. When did Halloween come out?
Halloween.
It did. See, there you go.
I
That's
think
perfect.
like October something. I'm pretty sure.
Perfect. Yeah, that's where they should do it. Mm-hmm. So, Halo. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. They're finally
Yeah, the
making
Beyonce song.
Yes, exactly.
What are we talking about?
they're gonna make her into a live action game.
They already did that on Netflix. It's called Homecoming.
Oh,
It's not a game. It's a documentary about her Coachella performance.
oh, jeez.
I've heard it's pretty good.
Interesting.
What, you got a problem with Beyonce?
No.
So Halo is a television series based off the game Halo. Mm-hmm. It was introduced in the Xbox 2001. First-person shooter, interstellar war between humanity and aliens. It's starring Pablo Schreiber, who is known for Porn Stash, Orange is the New Black.
American Gods. Don't forget
yeah.
that.
There you go. And his brother. Who's his brother?
American Gods. He's in that show.
Liam.
That always worries me. Though.
Liam?
Yeah.
Leave.
Whatever. I call him Liam.
You did.
We're friends. I call him that. Or sometimes I call
Hey,
him
what's up, Liam?
I call him Sabretooth. Whatever.
I bet he loves that. Hey, Sabretooth. My name's Leave. Yeah, you got it, Liam. Leave.
Why are you striking me?
I'll make like a tree and get out of here.
Is it live or Leave? It may even be Leave. We could all be wrong. We're very sorry to the Shrivers if we've insulted you.
Live Shriver. That's the way I've always heard it. Liv
might
Shriver.
be. Yeah. I was close. Sure, whatever.
He's like, stop telling me what to do. I'll live if I want to live.
So Pablo's gonna play Master Chief. So that's the main dude, right?
Yeah, I saw someone saying that it might be like a quick recording situation because he's on American Gods. So like that,
Right.
that's like 2 shows that he's got to do. So
Are they both Showtime shows?
American Gods is Stars, I think.
Oh, is it? Okay, gotcha.
But still, it's just like
Well, you don't ever want the mask to come off, right?
I don't know. I'm not too familiar with Halo. I mean, they're soldiers, so like you might always want to keep that identity of Master Chief like a secret, or not a secret, but like not super well known.
So maybe they could just shoot him for like one episode, and then the rest is just his voice or something.
You do get in the second game. I think you get to see, like on the ship, people not wearing helmets and stuff.
Maybe it'll be like.
Well, no, I know,
Man.
but like
Yeah.
the actual Master Chief.
Oh yeah, you never.
Maybe it'll be like an Iron Man POV,
Yeah.
he's in the helmet, and you
Could
never have
be.
to take it off. That way you still get to see the actor, but you don't have to, unless there's nanotech involved, then you'll see him all the time. But
I really hope that they utilize the feature of crouching, like everybody liked to do in the game, where they crouch over
Mitch,
somebody.
you know it's not called crouching. What's it called?
Oh no.
It's called teabagging.
Yes, and it was the best option in that game because nothing brings you more shame than getting killed by a sniper where you
I
can't
always said
find
it's the
him.
best option. It was just something you could do. It wasn't like choose A or B. It was like you just do it.
it's a fun game to play, though. Just
It is.
goof
I
around.
like
Yeah, it's
that.
all right.
I
I
like
don't
that
really
one
know the
gun though
plot.
that had those crystals that you got stuck in your back, and then they were like time released explosions.
Oh, the crystal gun.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's called.
that was a fun gun.
I've only played that like once.
Really? I thought you had it back in the day.
Halo? No.
Really?
Well, I mean, I was only When did the first Halo come, or when did the first Xbox come out? Like 2001?
Well, yeah, Halo was released then, so yeah, it was probably
So I was like,
before that.
my
you
parents
played Xbox a lot more than I ever did.
I played Xbox, but like my parents probably didn't want me to play
Halo kind of brought in the Xbox
You might have had
Live
Halo, but I probably never played it.
because everybody wanted to play against each other, and it was just like, yeah, you could do your missions, but it was so much more fun to play against other people and
It was
those
popular.
challenging
I
rounds.
played Munch World, Munch's Odyssey. That's the game I was playing a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were more of an Earthworm Jim kind of guy.
Showtime
Played Munch
presents
World.
Munch World.
Munch World and Odd World.
After Dark.
Odd World?
You
I don't know.
got
I
me.
played a lot. There was a button where you could fart, and it was really funny. You guys got to look up Odd World. It's called Odd World Munch's Odyssey, I think. I played it so much that
Oh my
like
God.
I knew what to do.
Yeah.
Like I could finish the game. I knew what to do like every time. I was just
Yeah.
like, this is amazing. What were you saying?
You could actually like run up to people and fart on them?
Well, you're like aliens or something.
Oh,
you're
okay.
you're like these like creatures. That's exactly what it sounded like. You just press the button, it's like. And I was like, that is amazing. Why
creators are
why are
Ren and
more
Stimpy.
games not like this? And yeah, and I was just like,
It's a Nickelodeon game.
I was like, this is made for kids, absolutely. But it was a lot of fun. I was like, this is actually really cool.
Never played it.
That and like NFL, like
Oh, yeah.
one of the NFL games on Xbox.
Madden.
Might not have been Madden. Might have just been like one of like the
His
NFL.
brother,
989.
Bob Madden.
Yeah.
Bob,
Hey, there's Rob Madden right here.
Mom, I told you to stop going to Walmart and get Bob Madden games. Get the real deal.
You know I don't have the game cast. You ever seen,
He does the
you ever seen
sketchy.
Malibu's Most Wanted?
no.
Oh, it's been a while.
He's like, oh, can I? He's like, where'd you learn that? He's like, what do you say, GTA
Yeah.
or Grand Theft Auto? And he's like, oh, is that? He's like, can I borrow that? He's like, you got PlayStation 2? He's like, no, I got Gamecast. He's like, what? He's like, well, there's a Dreamcast and there's a GameCube, but he's like, man, I said I got Gamecast. It's too expensive.
Swamp Thing. They released a teaser.
Yeah, just in time to. People thought it was like a PR stunt because like they needed to say.
They're like, oh, we're
Wait,
not-
I thought that they said that they were canceling Swamp
No,
Thing.
Mitch, you need to read into stuff.
Well, here's the thing. It was a 13-episode order. Now it's down to 10 episodes. People are like saying that everything's halted. So I don't really know what's going on.
It did end abruptly, but that's because they were only doing 10 episodes.
Right. But there's rumors there's creative differences too. So
No, yeah,
don't-
I mean, anybody who wants to shut down the DC universe, anybody who hates DC is going to start that, which is what it.
True.
A lot of what I saw was what it was.
Right.
Is people just like, oh, DC's in trouble. It's like, and then someone like an hour later was like, no, actually, Swamp Thing's going to go as planned, or like it's everything's cool. We're just doing 10 episodes instead of 13, which Titans did.
Yeah.
Like they were going to do 11, I think, or something. They cut.
that series finale though suffered though.
Well, they're
for
gonna.
that.
I know, but they're gonna incorporate it into this next
Yeah.
season.
And
Which they-
I'm behind on Doom Patrol.
which they
but
started
I'm really
shooting.
digging their programming so far, and I'm a huge Swamp Thing
Yeah.
fan. So I was,
And, like-
I liked the look. I thought it
and
was
the
great.
thing is, like, these movies or these shows are gonna be like
More
very,
cinematic?
very, very variety.
oh right,
Like, because you got Titans, which is like surprisingly the grittiest so far. You got Doom Patrol, which is just the goofiest because you're like watching the show. You're like, what the hell is going on?
the characters.
Why do I
too.
love this show so much? I think it's great. Like just
Yeah.
like the stuff that like that last week they went to Danny the Street, which is literally a street that is genderqueer, and like, but it's a person and it can talk to people like using like signs and stuff on the street.
weird.
And it travels from like location to location.
What?
And it was really good episode. Like, I thought it was
Really?
really entertaining.
I'm happy for Brendan Fraser though. That's great.
Oh, absolutely! I'm so
Yeah.
glad he's got this comeback going on.
Yeah.
But he's great in it. He actually just did one last week where he was like inside Crazy Jane's mind. So he got to be like just himself in the jacket and everything. He wasn't
again.
He wasn't the robot. So it was actually Brendan Fraser because usually it's just a guy in the suit.
Yeah.
And Brendan Fraser just does the voice. But this time he was
Oh
actually
really?
on,
He's not in the suit at all. Makes sense.
but actually like this time he was on set and I was like, that's really cool to see.
That's cool.
But anyways, you got Titans, which is the gritty one, Doom Patrol, which is just the goofy one, Swamp Thing will be like the darker one,
Yeah.
and then Stargirl, which I know we've only seen a poster, but I think she looks pretty cool. She looks accurate.
Well, it's very Captain America-ish, but is that her look?
That's exactly what she's always looked like. It seems like they've got a huge variety of shows, whereas like the Marvel shows, they all kind of seem the same. Which they were set in the same universe and everything, which so it makes sense. But I don't know. It's good to see this type of variety from DC, and I hope this subscription or streaming service lasts a long time because I think we can get a lot of good content.
yeah. It's got good potential.
Yeah.
What'd you think of Swamp Thing's look?
I mean, again,
you don't get much. I mean, he just comes out of the swamp, and that's
Right.
about
You get to
it.
see his
the
face and
eyes, though.
everything.
The eyes
Yeah.
that's
I mean,
cool.
you don't. What do you mean you don't get much? You get to see his whole thing.
Well, maybe my screen was a little dark then.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
all I
well,
saw
it was
just the
dark.
eyes.
It was shot in it was shot at night.
I
But
love
like,
the how they shot it though.
yeah,
That was
they're
really
like coming
cool.
through the swamp.
Yeah.
Remind me of the like television show they had.
But
back
again,
in the day.
very accurate. Like he looked
looked,
like,
yeah.
crazy accurate.
Red Eyes, man, that's so cool. They haven't been able to do that before. That's it really
So
makes
I'm
it
excited
good.
to see that. I'm excited to see where that
I
goes.
am too.
I don't know much about the story. I know like
I think it's gonna
I
be
know
really dark,
like
though.
how he gets there,
Scary.
and yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool because it's James Wan. So
Alec Holland, he's a scientist.
yeah, I know this. I know like how he gets there.
Have you ever read Alan Moore's take on Swamp Thing?
No, but I've heard it's good. And I've heard
So
like Kevin
damn
Smith
good.
do the like he talks
Yeah.
about it or something.
To give some of it away, Alec Holland, it's your typical a guy transforms into a monster and he's looking for a cure to get back to his
In
human
West
form.
Philadelphia, born and raised.
Exactly. But the twist in Alan Moore comic is Alec Holland is dead. Swamp Thing is created from the swamp. Like it basically took what was left of Alec Holland and made Swamp Thing. So Alec Holland, he'll never be Alec Holland again. That
He's a
guy's dead.
symbiote.
There you go.
Yeah.
Not everything's Marvel.
Oh,
Oh.
Marvel Fox. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I don't know, but
Oh,
everyone
that's
out there-
good. That's a good segue.
yeah.
Because a lot of people lost their jobs this week, or like whenever the
While everyone's celebrating, people lost.
yeah, everybody's like, we're getting to see X-Men in the MCU, and then Feige's just like, hey, it's not going to be for a while. Oh, cool. So that all happened for nothing.
Hey, Dark Phoenix is coming out. It's gonna be like the lowest performing.
Hold on.
X-Men.
Don't talk shit about Dark Phoenix. We haven't seen it yet.
I'm
I think
not.
it'll be good.
I'm gonna see it.
Okay.
I think it looks great.
I think it looks good. People are ready to dog on it because it's not in the MCU.
Yeah.
And there's one guy on Twitter now who I won't say his name because he sucks ass, but he's like, he works for DC, but he's been kissing Marvel's ass for like the past couple
He
of
wants a
years.
job?
Probably.
You want a job?
But he's saying like DCU.
Buddy?
He's like DCU haters. Like every time you cry, I get stronger. Blah blah blah. Like thank God, like Thanos snapped and the Fox X-Men deteriorated, and now they're gonna be absorbed into MCU. Thank you God. It's like shut the fuck up. Man. He he like wrote or like produced the Hitman movies, and it's like
Oh, what?
it's like you're
Both
talking
of them? That no one's seen.
maybe the most recent one no one's seen.
I saw the first one. I was like,
Yeah, the one with
Not
Tiffany.
good.
Tiffany Oliphant. Timothy Oliphant. Timothy Oliphant. I don't know if he produced this. If he produced that one, but yeah. Either way, you got no room to talk there, buddy. Anyways, what were we talking about? DC streaming or something?
People losing jobs.
yeah,
RP.
yeah. I know.
Whippy.
And we knew this when they were first talking about merging, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's the bad part of it.
Yeah,
So,
but everybody
it won't get talked about.
Everybody
so.
got their way. All the fans got their way. You finally get to see the X-Men and the Fantastic Four in the
It'll be
Marvel.
like 5 years probably.
Yeah, and it probably won't live up to standards. People are gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be
Well,
like
if MCU puts it out, it will.
it's gonna be like Last Jedi. People are gonna be like, oh, what is this?
You know, it's funny though. After the Force Awakens, like this is too familiar. We already done this. And the
Yeah.
Last Jedi is like, oh, let's do something totally different. What the hell did you do to my Luke?
I don't want
I hate
a
you,
new,
Ryan or Rianne, whatever your name is.
I don't want a new
Parents
Logan,
can't
okay?
Well, speaking of Star Wars, Mandalorian, they didn't actually release a teaser, but they had Star Wars
It got leaked.
Celebration.
Yeah, well, yeah, it got leaked.
It got leaked. Yeah, I'm
I watched
digging
some
it
of
though.
it.
I think
It
it
looks
looks
pretty cool.
really
Yeah.
good. John Favreau, of course, is creator, part of the one of the.
I like
creators
hearing
of the show.
Pablo.
Yeah, I know who
Pablo?
you're talking about. Pablo.
Pedro
No,
Pascal.
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro.
I was gonna say Pablo Picone. I was like, that does not sound right.
Creating
Sounds like a
actors
very nice
today.
breakfast food.
Pablo Picone and Tiffany Oliphant.
Star in what's that game you played?
Oddworld, Munch's Odyssey.
And they fart in the movie.
Here comes Pedro.
Rated.
Anyways, so
I'm digging
I watched
it, though.
like some of the
Yeah.
panel, and like Pedro was like talking about like going into the room and seeing like the drawings and everything.
Yeah.
He's like, oh cool, like so do you want me to play like that bug guy or like that robot? He's like, no, you're the Mandalorian. And he's like, oh cool. I'm like that gave me chills because like that's such a a big role to take on. And
It's
like
great though.
It's about
Yeah.
time that he gets something that big though, because he's been
He's a
in
good
so
actor.
many good
Yeah.
little parts
No,
and
this
stuff.
is
well, he was. I wouldn't say the Viper was a little part.
Oh, you're talking
When
Game
you
of
get
Thrones?
your
Yeah. No, he was awesome in that.
he was great. And
Game of Thrones?
he went out.
Oh God, yeah.
He went out. I want to say he went out like a G, but he also went out kind of like a punk.
Yeah, he did.
Because he took his sweet ass time. He was gloating.
What did the mountain say to him again?
So you can cut this out because like it's it's Game of Thrones, but it's just like a spoiler. So he pretty much hated the Mountain, who was like the big bodyguard dude, because the Mountain raped
His
the Viper's daughter and mom or
Yeah.
sister and mom or something
Damn.
like that.
Yeah.
And killed them. And so anyways, Tyrion, the little dude.
Yeah.
What's his name though?
Tyrion Lannister.
I know the Peter Dinklage.
Oh,
So his character gets put on trial, and he requests trial by combat. So he chooses his warrior. His dad chooses his own. They choose the Mountain. He chooses
Pedro
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
They fight. It's a really good fight too. Like
Yeah,
the
and,
choreography's
like,
great.
Pedro has this bow, and he's just
No, it's like a spear. It's like
Yeah.
a spear. But it's
it's
like,
really gymnastic like.
it's really cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, so he's like kind of kicking the Mountain's ass a little bit. He's got him on the ground, and he's like, got it won. And then he's like, he takes the time to be like, you raped. He keeps doing like the Inigo Montoya. You killed my father.
yeah.
yeah, like
He's
say
like, you raped my sister. Say you raped them, and then I can kill you. And then he gets close to him, and then he wipes his legs out because the Mountain's on the ground like this.
Yeah.
Wipes his legs out, grabs him by the head, punches him. His teeth go flying because
Yeah.
like the Mountain's like got crazy.
The
amount of
Mountain's
strength.
big. If you've ever seen
The
him in
Mountain's
real life,
insanely big.
yeah.
shit.
Gets him on the ground. He's like, I did rape them, and then he like gouges the dude's eyes out
As he's screaming.
as he's screaming.
Yeah.
It's one of the worst deaths on Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And then he says, and then I crushed them like this, and his head blows up.
Yeah.
It is so jarring to watch because that's how they end the episode.
Yeah. You're like sitting there going, Gah! Like, and all of a sudden he's like, ah!
Yeah, he's
yes, I did rape them. And then I crushed them like this. And then,
And then like everybody's like, oh my god, and like Cersei just like,
yeah.
because like she won.
Yeah.
But like it's so gruesome, and then like the Mountain rolls over, and like you get this aerial view of him laying on the ground next to like just this bloody mess, and you're like, and then credits. I'm like, oh my god.
See you next week.
See you next week. Yeah,
Yeah,
Tune
like
in.
his head blows up like a balloon.
It's insane. I
Yeah,
got chills
it's
thinking
one of the
about it.
best scenes after you've
So was
watched
that
it a couple
poetic
times.
how he went out in Kingsman too?
Yeah.
Oh, again, yeah, he died better on Game of Thrones than he did.
Yeah,
in
he
I know,
Kingsman
but they're
too.
both terrible deaths.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If there was going to be a death that you want to like actually die from in a movie, that would be the one.
Yeah, or
Like-
he died pretty well in Equalizer 2. I mean, spoilers, but
I forgot how he died.
it's like the big fight on.
Fell off the. Yeah.
But it was like another good fight scene
The
between
best
him
part
and
of the film
Denzel.
was the hurricane scene.
Like how much?
Oh, that was a good movie.
How much brute strength would you have to have in your hands to crush a skull?
Or just punch someone's teeth out.
Right.
All of their teeth with like one punch.
Yeah.
Damn.
Anyways, back to
But anyway, back to the regular schedule.
No,
broadcast.
but yeah, I'm really digging The Mandalorian. You know, it's a huge group of directors they've assembled. Just to name a few: Jon Favreau, of course, Bryce Dallas Howard. I don't really know anything she's directed. Taika Waititi, which will be Joey's favorite episode, I'm sure.
why?
I don't know, because you're like, he's too funny, right? I don't know.
I
I'm just kidding.
no, my thing with I love Taika Waititi. I love
I do too, I do too,
I love
yeah.
What We Do in the Shadows. I think he's great. I just don't like what he did with Ragnarok. That's my opinion. I don't.
Right.
I'm not saying he ruined the Marvel universe for me. I'm not saying he directed like the worst movie I've ever seen.
But when they selected him, I thought it was great.
I did too. I thought it was
Yeah, it's
interesting.
like, dude, we can go a little serious here and there.
Yeah, but no, he didn't want to, and
Yeah.
that's whatever.
But yeah, this whole series, it's pretty much it's kind of like a Eastwood Western, you know, the man with no name kind of.
Okay.
He's walking the earth, you know. I hope they keep it like, from what I saw, the mask never came off, which I loved. I think that's perfect. It's like Dread. You never take the mask off.
Oh.
So I'm hoping that's what they, keep. I don't know. They'll probably want to show his face, I imagine.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
But not all the time, you know.
But he's also not Robert Downey Jr. to where he like probably feels the need to show. Like it's not gonna be an Iron Man 3 situation to where he's like, I need to show my face For
You think it's Robert Downey Jr. wanting to show his face? Or?
a little bit. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. I guess I always thought the studios were like the ones. Like,
It also
"You
might be
gotta
the
see 'em."
studios like we need to get the moneymaker.
Right.
Yeah.
True. I get that. Sure. Yeah, this is. I think this is gonna be really something special. It takes place between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens, so there's a lot of stuff a lot of creative freedom they have. 'Cause you've never really seen that time. So you'll see new ships, but you also see some familiar ones, and you'll see new planets. It's more gritty, real. Carl Weathers is in it. That's fantastic. It's good to see old actors shining.
Yeah.
In.
How is
Like
this-
Brendan Fraser we were talking about.
How is this related to like Boba Fett? Because aren't they?
He has I don't know too much about it, but they have similar armor, so it might be kind of like a family of. I don't know if they're related. I'm saying like. Coat of arms.
When I was watching it on the way over, it
Yeah.
basically said that he was kind of like the first pirate. I don't know.
Okay.
So maybe
He
he's
probably knew.
Star Wars.
so maybe he's like Boba Fett's
Comes
father.
in
I
like
don't
Johnny
know.
Depp. Hello.
Got
Got a badass gun.
Hello, love. Pew. Pew. Pew pew.
Can you fire Amber Heard, please? Thank you.
I didn't know that's where you were going with this.
I didn't either. It just popped in my head.
And that
yeah,
was
fuck
dark.
Johnny Depp. By the way. Anyways, go on.
Well, there's two thoughts on that.
Yes. Hellboy, Joe. What were your
Thoughts?
thoughts on it? The premise, the cast,
Should
likes, dislikes,
have came out in
spoilers?
October.
Yeah.
David Harbour I thought he was pretty good. I think he might have been better than Ron Perlman's Hellboy.
Yeah.
But the story was not. I went with a friend who like is really into the Hellboy comics. Like he just bought the omnibus like I think a year ago, and then they announced the movie and everything. We were watching it, and I was like, I bet he's probably like looking like seeing these moments from like the actual comics. And I asked him, I was like, so did that like line up with a lot of like? He's like, so I think they tried to like cram in a lot of stuff into that short period of time, to where it could have just like they could have done the first amount of stuff in the first one, and then just like split it up for the sequel, but they didn't do that. Like they kind of just crammed a lot in. I thought it was fine. I don't know. I'm not going to rush out to see it again.
Do you get that German guy again? That TikTok guy that that wears the face mask and. Well, the only reason why I say that is because I saw it in a trailer.
Oh,
Is he there?
I saw a guy wearing like 3D goggles.
The German
like
guy?
the
Yeah.
blue
oh, with
and
the gas
red.
mask.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he was there for like a second.
Right, but they never brought him back. Was
yeah.
like the original Hellboy where he was,
Right.
still present.
Yeah, it was like the first scene in the original Hellboy where how they brought
Did
him.
he look exactly the same, or was he slightly different?
him and like the Ivan guy or whatever. They
Really?
looked
They
pretty
got
much.
the actors back.
Yeah, they pretty much look the same. That scene was cool, I guess.
Oh, it would have been cool for Ron Perlman to play the Ivan guy. He wouldn't do it probably,
yeah.
but I don't know.
CGI was a little shoddy sometimes.
Low
Especially
budget feeling.
there's I can't remember her name, but she could like bring people back from the dead for a second to like talk to.
But that was Hellboy being able to do that in Ron Perlman, wasn't it?
No, he had a. I don't know.
Anyways,
Yeah.
they could talk to people through her.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But they would like embody, like they would be like pretty much have like these zombie like bodies, and like but they would have like their normal heads and faces.
Yeah.
It looked a little like off.
Jarry,
It looked a little weird.
Right.
And I was just like, whatever. Like it's it's
Like they were wearing Iron Man armor.
yeah, it was like 2 minutes out of like a 2-hour movie that I was just like, whatever, I can look past this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't too great. They kind of went, I think, a little overboard on the gore. Like, especially the apocalypse scene. I was like, holy shit. Oh my, they're like skinning people.
Really?
Damn.
And like, wait, did you see it?
I saw the preview. I saw
him flying around on a
getting
dragon.
grabbed
Well, there we
and
go.
thrown and ripped and
Yeah, I'm kind of ruining for everybody then. Spoiler alert, sorry. But yeah, like these demons come out and like one guy, like he skins one guy and then another guy, he like grabs this dude's face and like peels off the skin. It's just like quick, but like it's
Holy
also just like, he's
shit.
just like, ah! There's another guy with like stick legs. Like they're huge demons.
Yeah.
So like a guy with like stick legs, like walking through the streets. He's like just like impaling people and like he's like a shish kebab pretty much.
Damn.
And it's like it's like Hellboy's fault because like he grabbed the. I don't want to like spoil too much, but I don't know. He kind of brings them out. Anyways, yeah. Don't go out and see it, or don't rush out to see it. It's like. It's definitely like a red box, maybe like a Netflix
Well, it just
movie.
came out at the wrong time too, pretty much.
Yeah, it came out
Sandwiched
between
two big films.
Between Shazam and Avengers. I was just like, oof. That's
Shazam!
But I think again, October is like probably would have been the best
Yeah.
time, because then you have, if you had released this, Chucky, and It.
That'd be a fun double feature.
Well, and
Yeah.
because It comes out this year too, doesn't it? Or is it 2020?
And I think it comes out this year. I think so. It should. Yeah, it should.
But that could be, like 3 weeks in a row of just like, not necessarily good, but like fitting horror-esque movies. Because there were a lot of moments in Hellboy where I was just like, oh my God, that's fucking creepy. Like, he goes to visit the Baba Yaga, which is like the boogeyman. And she or he, I don't even know, but it's like,
So they captured those elements
contort
pretty well.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
There were a lot
the
of
story itself is.
There were a lot of like moments where I was like, I feel like I'm watching the Del Toro movies a little bit, because like the feeling or like the aesthetics. But I was just like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like,
Was it like 2 hours?
yeah, like 2 hours, something like that.
How was the evil Mila? I can never pronounce her last name. Is it Jovovich? Like
It's
you're
called
pronouncing
Resident Evil.
I'm saying Jovovich.
Jaboba?
Jovovich.
Okay.
Jabba.
She was fine. I mean, people say like she was over the top. I'm like, well, she was playing an evil witch. I mean, she kind of had to be.
I always feel bad because her movies. I mean, she's a pretty decent actress, and I think she kind of gets
even-
shit on a lot.
She
by
even
the
said
movies.
this. She was like, because
Yeah.
like it got like a 9 on Rotten Tomatoes. Which, by the way, screw Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah,
We've
like,
said that.
don't trust them.
Yeah.
because they sent out a tweet about this movie. Did you see this video they sent out? They sent out a tweet about like they're like Hellboy's officially like on the Rotten Tomatoes meter, and then like in the video they go. Like they go like 60, 70, 80, 90, 9. I'm like, you just did that to crap on the movie. I know why you did it, because it's not Marvel. I know why you're doing this shit.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do.
Anyways,
Yeah. No. Hey, I agree, man. I'm not a fan.
so like and that did nothing for me to think about the movie. Yeah. Like, of course, like sure, I didn't think it was the greatest. It maybe might have been unnecessary. But I don't want to base how I view a movie off that anymore. I refuse to do it.
Right.
And that was just a low thing to do. You didn't need to do that shit. That's so ridiculous.
Well, and I said this when the first post came out about what they thought of the film. I was like, are they going to remove these hater reviews
like Captain
just
Marvel?
Like Captain Marvel?
No,
Because
of course not.
That's kind of a Pandora's box. Like, okay, I get some of those are like blatantly they have a goal in mind, but if you just decide to put them all in that group, remove them. Well,
I mean, Disney wants us to. I mean, not Disney. They didn't say to do it. Somebody else said it.
The bigger question is
it was
who
DC.
owns Rotten Tomatoes?
I think doesn't Warner Brothers?
Warner Brothers has like a stake in it,
Yeah.
but like I don't know. Maybe they just feel like they're too big for their britches.
I'm just tired of all the announcements. Rotten Tomatoes scores out. Like, oh god, I don't really.
Yeah,
care,
and
man.
it's always so like I'm always so perplexed because like there will be shows that I like I think Brooklyn Nine-Nine. There's some posts about them being like an 80 or 90 on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm like, oh, that's great, but like,
yeah,
who
shut
cares?
Up. You don't care. Yeah.
Anyways, so like that came out, and then
Yeah.
Mila Jovovich was just like, she made a post about like, hey, Hellboy's out this week. There's so much work put in by the cast, the crew, everybody. We love doing what we did. I love playing this part, and I've dealt with. It's pretty much like, don't let these critics just say
It was basically all my movies have always gotten shit on,
especially Resident Evil.
and yet they have a cult following.
Yeah.
So I mean, and that's true. I mean,
Right.
they shit on her movies, and everybody loves them.
I think it was the same guy I was talking about before on Twitter who like kisses up to Marvel and everything. He was saying, how Hellboy did shit and everything. And someone was like, didn't Resident Evil, or no, he was saying like Hellboy did crappy because, like part of it was Mila Jovovich in like her Resident Evil whatever. Someone was like, didn't Resident Evil and Hitman have the same budget? And who has a better following? He's probably not listening to them, because it's just like he's up his own ass.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. I don't know. Long story short, I'm just whatever about this movie.
Out of 5, what'd you give it?
Oof. Maybe 2.5, maybe 3.
Okay. Yeah.
It was just like
Middle of the road.
It was just like yeah, okay.
But there's some highlight moments.
There are some cool moments,
Yeah.
and like again, David Harbour is just like a cool Hellboy.
Yeah.
Ian
McShane.
McShane was cool.
I prefer the other Professor look though.
he was a little too much like the guy from John Wick for me.
Yeah,
where I was just like, he just seems like he's like kind of just doing something.
Yeah, and I know, you should suspend reality, whatever. But it's like Bruce Willis to me, like he's always bald in his film, so he never looks like a different character.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, shave your beard or something, change it up.
Well, Ian McShane will always be Rod Kimball's dad from Hot Rod for me. So, or his stepdad
really?
from Hot Rod, yeah. You're a pussy. You suck. Have you seen Hot Rod?
No.
Oh my god,
I
it's
gotta see
so
that.
great.
Yeah, it was on Netflix for a while.
There's a scene where so like it's Andy Samberg and his stepdad is Ian McShane, and pretty much Ian McShane gets sick. Andy Samberg's character Rod has to do like this big stunt to get money for a surgery. So he's talking to him while like he's like Ian McShane's sleeping, and he's like trying to like rest and get better. He's like, hey man, we're doing this big stunt, and I just wanted to let you know, like, and another big part about the movie is that he wants to kick his stepdad's ass so bad.
Oh god, I do remember that movie.
You do?
Yeah, because they have like a wrestling fight at the end. Yeah. Oh god, that's
that's
awesome.
like one of the plot points. He's like, I'm gonna kick your ass. And
it's like a continual thing, and it's hilarious.
Ian McShane's just laying there. He just goes, "You're a pussy," and he goes. I'm just gonna assume that's like a sleeping talk thing, and he's like, "You suck," and he's like, "All right, Frank, open your eyes. I know you're not asleep." He goes, "I am asleep." Homo.
I want to watch that.
It is so great. It is one of the jewels of like the 2007, 2008.
It's
comedy.
one of those movies though that like it didn't do well in the theaters, but everybody that loves that style of comedy just gushes over. It's like MacGruber. Like there's not a big following for it, but the people who do like it just absolutely love
that's
it.
That's where like the whole he's like, my keyword will be whiskey. He's like, what? He's like, whiskey. He's like, why are you saying it that way? Why am I saying what way? It's like moments like that where I'm just like, God, this movie's so stupid, and I absolutely love it. Like it was sort of the point where it reminded me of like Napoleon Dynamite,
Yeah.
But it was better because I thought it was better.
Yeah.
Like,
Isla Fisher's in it too.
Yeah, she's pretty good. And Will Arnett, he was pretty funny. Is it Sissy? The girl who played Carrie, the original Carrie.
Oh yeah, Sissy Spacek.
Yeah, she was the mom, and then Jorma Taccone, who's like part of Lonely Island with Andy Samberg.
Yeah,
he plays his brother.
Didn't the writing team write this
film?
Yeah.
I want to say Akira directed it. He's like the other dude.
All three of them are in there though.
Yeah, he has a cameo.
Yeah.
And then Bill Hader, of course, Danny McBride. The entire crew is just so hilarious.
It is a great movie.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Everybody listening, go watch Hot Rod right now. After the show.
After the show.
Anyways, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Hellboy.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, we're done with that.
So Gotham's ending.
Yes. So the penultimate episode aired 2 nights ago, which would be Thursday. Which, by the way, today's Saturday. Happy 420, everybody.
Yeah, man.
I don't smoke. Don't look at your watch. It's not 420 on your watch.
It actually is. I'm impressed.
What?
It's 420.
Oh yeah, it's 420.
What are you opening your drawer?
Yeah, he's gonna
I always wanted to do this. There you go, man.
That was impressive.
Why'd you kiss Mitch on the head?
Huh?
You're like,
my oily head is nice.
Well,
flavor.
they're getting more channels.
Well,
So happy 420 to anybody who uses pot. I don't. Smoke responsibly, I guess. Have some fun. Anyways, Gotham. Speaking of 420, Gotham. Penultimate episode aired on Thursday night. It was technically the season series finale because this next episode is going to be like that flash forward into a series that we'll never get to see.
What if it's like the best episode in the entire series and then everybody gets really pissed off?
It's too late. Well, everyone probably already is because they're all recasting. The younger actors, I'm saying. They won't be able to be part of it.
Well, it's going to be David Mazouz.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're doing elements, right? Of like when Batman's suited up, it's going to be an adult dude or something.
Yeah, something like that. Weird. But like I think the only one who really got recast or just
the Joker.
No,
Catwoman.
Cameron,
that's right.
Cameron Bicandova. I don't know. They just wanted to make her like more adult. Because I think you have to see her face, whereas for Batman, he's going to be more of like a shadow. Like they're not going to be like boom.
She has it. I mean, she's pretty. She looks like a cat though, the way her face is.
No, she looked like Michelle Pfeiffer. She looked like a young Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Sure. Yeah.
This new girl that they got, she kind of looks a little similar to her.
Yeah.
It's like she looks like she could fit the role a little bit. And like Cameron Bicandova said in her, I think I'm saying her name right. I don't know. In her post, she said like I had the time of my life playing this teen Catwoman. Mm-hmm. I think it's time for this for this last episode, especially since they're doing flash forward, to have it be the adult self. This great series that is ending next Thursday, which is a weird time because it's the Endgame premiere. So I'm worried that it's going to be buried by just people. But I'm sure people will record it, or I'm sure there are a lot of people who can't go the night of Endgame, so they'll probably watch it. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how they end it, how they wrap everything up. If they give Gordon the mustache finally.
I've been growing this whole time.
It would age him though.
It would age him.
Yeah.
Well, if they jump in the future, maybe they will give it to him. They should.
And there's a great scene in like the trailer for the finale of like everybody looking up, and they're like, "What the hell?" And it's just like you see from the back, just like the bat ears and everything. I'm like, cool. I think this is a great show. I think they've done the job that they wanted to do. I feel like if you can appreciate movies like The Dark Knight, you should be able to appreciate this show, because The Dark Knight did stuff or did not do stuff with the Batman lore. So like with like Jim's children, one of them was Barbara.
Yeah,
and we nothing ever panned out, and that was fine. Everybody was fine with that, or maybe they didn't pay attention.
Well, I think they were so starstruck on just the Batman getting that going. I mean, there was a three movie arc to kind of make him, maintain him, and then break him. In so many ways. Yeah,
but there was like it was when Jim dies or gets assassinated or whatever, and she says to her son, or his wife says to the son, "Go play with your sister," and it's like, oh, that's Barbara Gordon, but we never see anything pan out.
Right.
And like I was fine with that. I was like, that's just a cool thing to do, and I can respect that because they touched on the Batman lore even a little bit. Mm-hmm. So, and like with this show, I love it because they are taking liberties, and they are it's an Elseworld tale, just like any other Batman story, just like any other Superman story, just like any other whatever. Mm-hmm. It's an Elseworld tale that I think you should really respect, because I mean, I don't know. And I get like, at first people were like, we didn't ask for this Batman prequel. And it's like, yeah, but I don't know.
Didn't ask for it, but it was actually one of those fairly decent things.
And all we've ever seen from a Batman prequel is Martha and Thomas dying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we never see him grow up, really.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that was nice to see. And
Batman, the missing years.
Exactly. And I don't know. And I think Ben McKenzie's done a great job as Jim Gordon. He like really just nails it in that role. Mm-hmm. And Robin Lord Taylor, Iowa native, he plays a good Penguin.
Yeah.
Corey Michael Smith, I think, plays Riddler, and they do a good job with his story arc. And like, I don't know. It's really just like, it hooked me in like the first season, but like then it really got going, and I was like, this is great. Like I think they have something here.
Yeah.
And then now they have to end it, but.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the show, but I do like some of the elements. Like you said, you've never seen this like live action before. Mm-hmm. At least they're showing you this. So it's like, if down the road someone, maybe if they put it in a movie, let's say, they have something to go off of.
Right.
And so I admire it for that. Like,
and
adding more.
And I think the dude they got playing the Joker is brilliant.
Cameron Monaghan.
Yeah,
I think
he's perfect.
He's really great.
Doesn't even need makeup.
People don't really like his look.
I don't like the new one.
I think it looks cool. It's
the old guy.
Yeah,
it looks like Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, you don't like it because it's just scary?
I don't know. It's just off-putting. Like I remember, like last year, it was really subtle, but it looked like Killing Joke kind of. How he had the glasses and the hat and everything.
Absolutely.
Like I like that, but I get it. Like it's all kind of different.
I mean, you drop someone in a vat of chemicals, they're not going to look too pretty.
Well,
that's all I'm saying.
They're also showing you like every type of Joker there was. Like his brother before was.
Oh yeah, they're paying a lot of respect to like all the other Jokers, pretty much.
Yeah, so they're going for it. They're showing you all this stuff. So I totally admire it for that.
I mean, if we we got stuff from Heath Ledger's Joker. Not that it wasn't good,
right?
But you look at it and you're like, ugh, that's not
Yeah.
That is not the Joker that we know.
Right.
But it's also like not my Joker.
Right.
I'm not going to watch it. So people are just like, freaking out about how he looks. I think he looks pretty cool.
They've accomplished a lot.
No, absolutely.
They have a fan base. They wouldn't still be on, and it's yeah, they deserve it.
He's done a really good Joker. I'm excited to see like how they end, like they wrap that character up too.
Yeah, sure.
And they also have like Lucius Fox, like he's like younger and he's like helping Bruce out and everything.
Right.
And they did a cool thing last night. So they brought Bane in this season for like a quick like wrap up villain, which I'm pretty sure they said it was his dad.
Oh,
or
weird.
something. So they might send him to like Peñadura or something, and like like the Nightfall.
Oh,
you know how that played out. So like Bane was born in Peñadura to like his dad died there, so he was kept prisoner to fulfill his father's sentence.
Yep.
Which is so messed up, but like really good storytelling.
Right.
But anyways, he might be sent there, and whatever, who cares? But there's a moment where Lucius Fox has these like he's like have these no, it's like a flight. You put it on a flight and like you can't see like the aircraft or something. I can't remember exactly what it
stealth?
was. Yeah, it might have been a stealth thing. I don't know what it was, but it was something where it could send off a frequency.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And so he was like, and so Bruce grabs it. He goes, "Oh, the Nightwing project." I'm like, "Oh, cool!" And so he takes it and like him and Selena are fighting Bane at the end.
Yeah.
And they're getting their asses handed to him. Then they get the upper hand. He slaps that thing on him, and Selena's like, "What the hell is that?" And he's like, "Oh, it's like a frequency, blah blah blah." Whoever like technical term. He's like, it calls in winged mammals. And then she's like, "What?" And you hear wee wee wee, and then like that was my bat impression, by the way.
Very nice.
And they fly in and they just swarm Bane, and like there's a moment where like one of them like goes in front of the moon, just like spreads its wings.
Oh,
I'm like, cool.
That's awesome.
So that was like a cool Batman moment,
That's cool. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited to see how that wraps up.
I applaud the imagery, I do. So yeah, that's great, man.
Yeah.
It's quite an accomplishment. You were talking earlier, Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, so Bruce Campbell, this is like this is kind of just like a cool down topic for the show. Bruce Campbell was on Michael Rosenbaum's podcast recently. It came out Monday, so that he might have just been on it like last week or something. But he was talking about just kind of everything. It's called Inside of You. He kind of just like talks to people about their lives, their best known work. Like he had
casual.
He had a guy who played Hodor on there a few weeks
cool.
ago. So he just talked about like his experience on Game of Thrones and everything.
Sure.
So he had Bruce Campbell on, and he was talking about just like movies in general, and he was talking about how like they spend so much money on caring about what the audience thinks, or whatever, or something like that. So he was saying like something about reshoots, and this came to me because it sparked in my mind this morning because I read a headline about the Spider-Man Far From Home reshoots starting, and how nobody's really freaking out about that.
Yeah,
but like. So just the premise of reshoots in general. So Bruce Campbell goes, those are that's such bullshit to me. Because if you had your chance to shoot the thing the first time, that's your shot. Use it. Like it was like there was some Sam Raimi movie that came out. I can't remember what it was called exactly, but there was a scene where this guy who like is trying to woo this woman, but he turns out to be like this douchebag.
Yeah.
And he like loves money. And there's a scene where this guy is like in his bedroom. He gets butt naked, and he like jumps on a pile of money on a bed.
Yeah.
And like that's supposed to be the audience's moment of, I don't like this guy. Like I don't want him to wind up with this wife. It's some Sam Raimi movie. I can't remember what it was called.
Spider-Man 3?
Yeah. No.
Darkman? No.
Yeah. Yes.
Is Darkman?
With Liam Neeson.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's some guy who's trying to like woo Darkman's like wife.
Yep.
Anyways, there's a scene where he gets naked, and it's not in the movie because they cut it out. But there's a scene where he gets naked, and he like you see his butt, and then he like jumps on this pile of money or something, and you're supposed to be your moment of, I didn't like that. That's weird to me. I don't want him to end up with the wife because he's an asshole. And they showed that to the test screenings or test audiences or whatever, and they were like, that was their biggest takeaway. Is like, I didn't like this scene because it was weird. And Bruce Campbell was like, "What? Okay, you did your job." Like Sam Raimi did his job of making the audience think that was a weird scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the studios took that, and this doesn't have to do with reshoots necessarily, but the studios took that and were like, "Oh, well, that's out of the movie."
Right.
That no contest. That's out of the movie because the audience didn't like it. What?
Yeah.
What? I don't understand that.
Right.
And so I was like nodding along like vigorously, like, oh my gosh, yeah. I hate like when and like again, the whole premise of reshoots is just like you had your chance, like you shot what you wanted to shoot. Doesn't matter like if the audience, if someone in the audience doesn't like it, that's their thing. So that's just my 2 cents. I just don't like. Yeah, I've always like kind of just been whatever about reshoots because like they happen to every movie, but then like I didn't really start to think about why until like I heard that.
The norm. Like,
yeah,
I didn't get if it's equipment problem like it didn't capture, but now we have digital technology.
Right.
You know, instantly you got something.
Right.
I think they depend a lot more on test audiences.
No,
now.
absolutely, it's so annoying.
Make it safe.
And like that's what I didn't even think about it until then. I was just like, why the hell do reshoots exist? Why does that have to take place?
Right.
Like you shot the movie you wanted to shoot. It's your vision. It could be the crappiest movie in the world, but if it's your 100% vision, I'll respect it. I'll say, hey, you did what you wanted.
Well, and it's a gamble for the studio. It's like, okay, if we leave this scene in, or if we don't shoot these scenes, are we gonna like not make as much money, or are we gonna like invest more money, shoot these scenes, and hope we get everything
A better
back?
response.
And if they don't, they point to the director,
Right?
Kind of like Snyder,
Yeah,
It's like,
I was gonna say, when did this happen recently? Past 2
they
years.
reshot the whole movie pretty
Yeah,
much. Like
they flew all the way to wherever to.
Yeah.
They shot a lot of that movie on location in like
right,
foreign areas.
and the reshoots botch it because there's a
Reshoots are green screen.
You can clearly see like that doesn't match. So
You're crazy, Bruce Wayne.
crazy Bruce Wayne Batman.
By the way, he shaved his beard this week.
I
Yes.
know, right?
He looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I was a
Looks
little
better.
mad. I was like, oh, you know what? Like, we haven't seen him without the beard for a while. He's probably like, lost that edge a little bit. Like, he's gotten older. And he shaved. I'm like, God damn it, he's beautiful.
I want to talk to you, Joey, about this. I think to get some more listeners and viewers, I think we're gonna have Joey shave his beard
Ooh,
for a good cause, right?
aluminum.
Nope, that's you don't offer me. I'll offer me up to do that. You can shave your beard if you want.
I'll shave, guys.
He's gonna appear out of a hey there
Hey,
with a razor. Yeah, no, he's still handsome, of course. I think Aquaman looked great without a beard too. Like, I hope he keeps that look. Honestly,
I think he looks cool with the beard. I mean,
I think it just,
he didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't have a problem like getting jobs with the beard, so
No.
he should be fine with.
No, I know.
out.
It's more range of, like we were just talking about actors. Like, they need to change up their looks to, it's like, it feels like the same character to me, when they're all.
Yeah, not him though. Like I couldn't. I don't look at Aquaman and think that's Khal Drogo because Khal Drogo was like a monster.
Yeah.
Like he, had like the knots in his
Right,
tying
I
his
get
beard.
that,
He had
sure.
like the ponytail.
Right.
He had the like a bunch of tribal tattoos. He had the eye makeup.
Right.
But then like I also don't look at him Aquaman and think that's just Declan from Frontier, which is that Netflix show.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because that's a whole that like he has range on his own. It's something like kind of rare, I think, to be able to have that much range.
Yeah.
Like
And still maintain the
and
look.
still maintain the look, because like he just plays a totally different character when
Yeah.
he's Declan, when he's Aquaman, when he's Khal Drogo. Yes, he has the beard and everything, but like that doesn't necessarily make me think, oh, that's just Jason Momoa doing whatever.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Like,
yeah.
It's not like Michael Cera where you just get the same Michael
Shaves his
Cera.
peach fuzz.
I don't know about Michael Cera. He's got some range too, not as much like as most actors, but like Will Smith in Deadshot. I was just like,
Yeah.
that's just Will Smith.
Really? You thought so?
I mean,
Yeah, it felt like it.
I
it just
guess,
felt
yeah.
nothing against him. I
Yeah.
love Will Smith.
Yeah.
You know this.
But it wasn't phoned in, though.
No,
No.
it wasn't phoned in.
Yeah.
But it was
He's
still
having
very
fun.
much just like woohoo.
It started out like woohoo.
Suicide
Yeah.
Squad.
A little bit.
When they were showing him, and then he, hits more people up for more money and stuff. I mean,
That was cool. Like the whole like you owe me more money for like making me wait or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah, whatever.
Did you guys see that video that he does? Because he's now doing like kind of Q&As on Facebook and all
Oh, his
that.
bucket list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he explained why he didn't get into the Matrix and all that stuff.
Yeah, I haven't.
And then
seen
he's
much
like,
of him.
so I go into the pitch and they're like, imagine if you jump and then we've got cameras that go all the way around you in midair. And he's like, okay. And then the next thing he goes, and so I did Wild Wild West. And he's like,
Wiki Wow Wow. Mickey Matrix.
a giant spider.
But he did say that he was going to be Neo. They had a white guy cast as
Val Kilmer
Yeah, it was Val Kilmer
as Morpheus.
Morpheus. He goes, so in a way, I actually helped the movie become better because I wasn't the black guy in the movie.
Yikes!
So, I mean, it was all said in good humor. I mean,
Yeah, of
but
course.
still,
Yeah.
it would have been interesting to have Val Kilmer as Morpheus.
No,
Maybe
interesting is just like why,
or maybe in the
but not like wow, this is good. It would just be like,
or maybe a captain in the Fallout films. You know, like they had the other characters.
I mean,
introduced.
he basically said he was on a high note. I mean, he was writing like every 4th of July there for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
You know, and then he got really the feeling
Mickey
of
Matrix.
invincibility, and Steven Spielberg called him up and said you should do the Matrix.
Why they should do the Men in Black?
Oh, the Men in Black, yeah.
comes the Man in Black.
Emblem produced that
Yeah.
one. I don't. Maybe he said the Wild West too. I don't know.
But
George Clooney was supposed to be in the Wild Wild West originally.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, I mean that movie it was so hokey, but I think it was #1 in the box office again.
Wild West?
Yeah.
It was, but it
had
did
Cisco in
tarnish
it.
his career though.
Yeah, it hurt
did.
him.
Yeah, that was his first.
Poor Kevin Kline.
Yeah, he was good. I like him.
I didn't even know that was Kenneth Branagh as
As the
Yeah.
octopus
Well, my
guy.
dear Mr. West.
yeah.
Oh,
What
Jesus.
was his name? Loveless.
Yeah. I like spiders.
I don't know. I watched that movie at such a young age where I'll watch it now and just be like, this is so stupid. But
You remember the toys probably from McDonald's
Mm-hmm.
or whatever? They had all
well,
these
yeah, but
crazy
like that's
toys.
not. But that had nothing to do with the movie for me.
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't know. They're just having fun with it. Like it's not a good movie by any stretch
No.
of the imagination.
No.
But I was just like, I can just be like, oh, cool, nice.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
You know? It's just like
Which, by the way, don't have guilty pleasures. Just like what you like sometimes. Like you bought what? Independence Day Resurgence.
Thanks.
I still want to see that. That looks good to me.
No, you don't.
Is it bad?
I talked to you from the future. You don't want to see it. It's really bad.
Stanley's going to drink coffee this morning and it'll be poisoned.
No, no.
I like some of the visuals because you see things. I see things
Yeah.
I've never seen before. Like there's a big moon base. There's all kinds of things. So that's
Oh,
why
they
I got
really
it.
go out there.
Yeah, you get to see Will Smith's son. Just
Oh no,
Wait,
it's
what
whatever.
happened to Will Smith?
he died,
Oh.
R.I.P.
and then Vivica A. Fox dies in the first like 5 minutes.
Oh.
But then the son's a pilot.
Oh, no,
Is
so
Jeff
bad.
Goldblum in there?
Yes, he's probably the highlight.
Him and is it
Liam?
Emil
I got that right.
or no Judd Hirsch?
Yeah, Judd Hirsch is
Oh,
back.
yeah,
He was
geez.
fine in that. Those are probably the only two good parts.
It has Bill Pullman.
Yeah,
Those are probably the only two good parts. Because it also had Brent Spiner.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
He's
man,
Data?
they ran with him.
he was
they were
rough.
like,
He
"You're
was-
going to be the main guy."
He's really stupid.
I was, as a Star Trek fan, I was pleased. I was like, "Good," but yeah, no.
But then you're like, ooh, I hate myself.
Spoiler: you got the last line in the film, so
Yeah, it was really bad. Anyways, so Vivica A. Fox dies, and then like the son's there to watch her fall because like he's trying to evacuate people or something,
God,
and then he watches her fall because the building crumbles, and he goes, "No, mom, no, mom!" And you don't see his face; you just hear him say that. I'm like, oh my god, that was like such terrible delivery. And then like they're in the locker room, or like there's somewhere where it's like Liam Hemsworth, him, and then like was there a girl?
yeah.
And they were
The
all
president's daughter. It's
oh yeah.
Bill Pullman's daughter.
But like they're all talking, like him and Liam Hemsworth are talking, and he was like,
Schreiber.
and he was like, he's like, hey man, he's pretty much saying like, hey, it's okay. Like Liam Hemsworth was actually trying, I could
Yeah.
tell. But this dude was just like, I let her down, man, or something like that. So I
No, the
was just like-
building did.
I was just like, you didn't like lose the football game. You lost your mom. Your mom died, and you're not even showing like any emotion. You're kind of just like, oh man, that sucks.
What was Brent Spinner's last line in the movie?
We're gonna kick so much alien ass. I'm not kidding.
That was his line?
That's the actual thing. Because like, oh, I remember how it ended, and I hate it because I remember being in the theater, and they're like, we have their technology now, or we know where they like rest or something, so we can take the battle to them. These are the actual lines in the movie.
Yeah.
I'm not just like bullshitting. And he goes, we could take the battle to them. And then Brent Spiner comes in and he goes, and like, before he even comes in, I'm like, no, don't set up a sequel, He goes, we're going to kick so much alien ass. And then he cuts the credits. I'm like, oh my God, that was so bad. I will say Bill Pullman, like, had a good death. He was like, happy, he's like, from planet Earth, happy 4th of July or something.
Checked the alien, basically.
He pretty much he said happy 4th of July, and then he blew up and like, you know, to like kill them or like hurt.
And he does another speech, but you know how his speech was like at the right time in the first film, not this one.
He was also like reeling from like the connection that he had with that alien,
which that was,
so he was like,
good.
Oh sure, oh my God.
Was it real wobbly like
no,
that?
he was not.
Happy 4th of July. Give me another drink. Oh, it's empty.
Well,
it was really not good.
On that note,
Yeah.
we'll be back next week.
Don't go watch Independence Day or whatever.
We're going to kick so much alien ass.
I'm Josh.
I'm Mitch.
And I'm Joey.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.